Okay, it's really late, but I want to talk about two videos that came across my FYP that are freaking a lot of women out. I don't want you to be freaked out. I want you to be aware and take the proper precautions. So here's the first one.
Last night, two women claiming to be from a pregnancy center banged on my door and rang my doorbell at 8:30 p.m. I went to get my husband to answer the door because, he answers the door to these women in around their 60s. He said they were heavier set, had like light brunette, dirty blonde hair. And they said that they were from the Colorado Springs Pregnancy Center and they were checking to see if anyone in the house needed to know their options for planned or unplanned pregnancies. I got my tubes removed after my second son. I cannot get pregnant, but that's kind of irrelevant. But also I've been using this period tracker app just so I can know when my period is coming. It's called My Calendar. And in typical ADHD fashion, I've been forgetting to log my period for the past 2 months. So the past 2 days, this app has been telling me, you could be pregnant, you could be pregnant. And then these two women show up at my door at 8:30 p.m. So Colorado Springs people, just be on the lookout. I did call the pregnancy center in Colorado Springs this morning, and they do not send people door to door to ask about people's pregnancies.
Now, I evicted my ovaries a couple years ago so that I wouldn't get ovarian cancer. So I've not used a period tracker app in quite a while. But when Roe v. Wade got overturned, people started to be really concerned about who had access to the information on these apps and whether it could be used against you. You would think that that is your private health information and like maybe it's subject to HIPAA or something. No. We know that most of these period tracker apps in their fine print tell you that they have a right to sell your data to third-party data brokers. So your information is not private. You don't know who that is being sold to in Trump's America. Right, we are seeing all kinds of batshit ways that MAGA is trying to control your body, your reproductivity. So obviously I didn't fact check this woman's testimonial, but I do know that she is correct. Your data around your cycle can be sold, often is sold by these apps to third parties, and you don't know who has access to that information. It might be a good time to go back to having a calendar on your wall that you write on. Okay, so the second women's health video, I have a little bit more information on.
Just letting the girly pops know, I hopped onto Walmart to do my normal pickup order, and a pop-up popped up letting me know that they are now keeping track of any reproductive and sexual health purchases.
This is correct. Walmart is definitely doing that, and it's important to know that all of these corporations, y'all, it's the products we buy, but like we are the product. It is our data that is being harvested and sold, often without our consent or knowledge. So I don't know where this creator lives, but there is a new law that recently was passed in Virginia that is aimed at protecting the reproductive health data of consumers. Obviously, you know, if you search for something, that all of that data is being harvested. What are your interests? How can they tailor advertising to you? You know, you ever search up something on the computer like, oh, I need to look for new wool socks. And now everywhere you go online, it seems like you're being inundated with ads for wool socks. Now, unfortunately, on like so many levels, we don't have Kamala Harris for president, but she wanted to expand protections, data privacy protections for Americans. But instead, we are watching our privacy rights be stripped back. Everything is for sale to the oligarchs. Everything about us is commodified. And we have fewer and fewer rights over our own bodies, but also over our own search history. So I'm referencing a piece that actually just came out in the Virginia Mercury about this new law. So we're all used to those cookie notifications when shopping or reading online. But what's less common is when your potential purchase of condoms, birth control medication, or menstrual hygiene products is being noted digitally. It's a message that Virginians have started seeing when they shop online for products. So this new law that rolled out July 1st in Virginia says that your personally identifiable reproductive or sexual health information cannot be obtained, disclosed, disseminated, or sold without your consent. The article says that starting on July 1st, Walmart began alerting customers about certain products or services, searches, or purchases. Basically, the disclosure says by viewing, searching for, or buying any of these products or services on our site, or using related features such as the baby registry, you consent to our use of information to complete your purchase, provide the requested feature, and for general analytics, operations, and fraud prevention. Walmart says if you don't want your data collected about your sexual or reproductive health, then avoid viewing, searching for, using, or purchasing these products, services, or features. Basically, they're saying if you search for any of these terms on Walmart's website, you are giving consent for them to collect your data. The act of searching for or purchasing any of these products is giving Walmart consent. That is their new little notification that they are putting up. Other retailers like CVS, which is concerning because they're a pharmacy, have broader data collection disclaimers on their website, basically being like, if you search for it, we might sell it. These corporations all make it clear that they may sell your data to trusted third parties, including marketing, analytics, and research partners. They don't disclose who those folks are. Virginia Representative Barbara Favola, who worked on this bill, said it should go without saying that when a woman has her period or visits a doctor, it is nobody's business but her own. So these corporations are trying to get around this law by basically being like, if you search for it, you are giving us consent to sell this information to whoever we want. We don't have to tell you who. We don't have to explain what is happening to your data. If you search for these terms on our website or if you purchase products from us, you are giving us consent. So yes, that notification was real. What that woman said in that video was accurate. But you also need to understand that other states where you may not get that warning, that means that they can harvest and sell that data without having to get your consent. They don't have to notify you. They're doing it anyway. This is Trump's America. This is the surveillance state. The Republicans who wanted the party of small government. Every fucking thing that you purchase, yeah, the government cannot. Privacy laws are out the fucking window. Ezra from Indivisible said in a meeting the other day, just pretend that everything you post online could end up on Fox News, because that's how it is now. Everything you say or do or search or purchase, the information about those activities can be purchased, sold, shared online, shared with the government. Are we great again yet, y'all?